Him.
I am a councillor.
Okay.
From Forest.
From Forest?
Yes.
And you disagree with diversity on council?
Well, what I don't agree with is too many people like of the same religion on a council. Like the current Labour councillors, right, and I have made sure that this happened. We've got one white councillor, one like Muslim and one black councillor to make it equality for the for the neighbourhood. Because before we had 3 Muslim councillors, right, and they were in for 9 years, and all they did was look after the different mosques. And anybody, right, because people come to me, because I'm quite a prominent person in the neighbourhood, don't worry about it. I don't care what you think, right?
Well,
I'm just saying to you.
But you want me to care what you think, right?
No, I don't care what. You don't have to care what I think. Right, all I'm telling people that if they want to make a difference in their neighbourhood, that they need to stand up, right, and they need to apply to be a councillor themselves. They need to apply to be a councillor themselves.
Why should people care what you think when you don't care what people think? You don't care what I think. I've just asked you to say. You've just said something to me. I'm interested. I'm listening.
Okay, right.
But then
right
you told me you
no matter what
neighbourhood,
no matter what neighbourhood you're in. Okay, I'll tell you what, right. No matter what neighbourhood you're in, you apply as a councillor.
What did you back it up with? Nothing.
What's that?
You're screaming things. I asked you a question. You said you're a councillor, right?
Yeah.
So you're the best placed person to have information on the council's figures and strategies,
Yeah.
right? However, when I asked you what was your evidence of that, you said...
Evidence of what?
You said about all the funding going to the mosques.
No, I didn't say
You
that.
did say that.
I said that the Muslim councillors
We're
were
sending their
looking
reports.
after.
So what does that mean?
Like, what that really means.
Tell you the truth, I don't
whenever
know.
a white
Tell you the
person, or
truth.
even a black person,
No, what does it
whenever
mean?
a black person was approaching my local town
Where the camera? Talk to me. I asked you a question.
I want to get
Talk
on
to
the
me.
camera.
You're on the camera, don't worry.
You're on
Right.
camera, mate, don't worry.
Yeah, right.
Tell me.
They were not being looked
Sorry?
after. So if you was
What
white
do
or
you mean
black,
by
What?
lots of
like,
people?
We do.
whenever
Yeah,
people
but if
went-
you're standing in the way, you're going to be put on there, sorry.
Disabled people
Okay, example.
were saying
All right.
that they weren't getting their benefits.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, I've written to my MP. My MP hasn't replied to me.
What's that got to do with the mosques?
Well, I'm going to tell you, let me finish.
Okay.
Right, it said my MP was like, replying to me, and people said, go and contact your councillors. And they contacted the councillors, and the councillors made up no effort to get back to them because of their name. Their name wasn't Muslim. Right, but then we read another story.
Oh, sorry. So no evidence.
Then we read another story.
Reddit or
Right,
YouTube or friggin' Facebook
Right, local. Right,
In what?
Right,
Is it now?
It's in the Daily Mail paper.
Daily Mail?
Yeah.
So that's a local local
No,
news.
it's a
No,
local.
hold on. Sorry, Rena, 1 second.
Yeah, no, just stay as long as you
Local's
want.
national.
You can stay as long as you want.
The Daily
But I'm in
Mail
no
is
rush. Yeah?
But I find it quite
Like,
offensive
what
that
is
you're
it?
screaming
Like,
at me.
no, I'm not screaming at you.
You are, you're screaming at people going
Yeah, I'm
past on
screaming
the
at people
pavement.
going past.
So I
Like, I'm
stopped
not
and asked you a
screaming at
question.
you directly.
You've given me no
But I'm glad
evidence.
I don't have to give you any of it.
You're joking,
standing
right?
there talking to you now, which is great. But I'm standing there talking
You're
to
a
you now, which is
councillor,
great.
and you've got no evidence to back up what you're saying. You are a Walthamstow
Don't worry, I've got
Forest
Mrs. Kids
councillor,
everything. I'm all right.
right?
Well, Waltham
That's
Forest.
a Kenny Scandal,
Forest
brilliant.
policy.
That's a Patrick
Waltham's
Tucker.
Forest councillor.
That's you,
You're
mate. I'll
saying
tell
the
you, I'm
previous
watching the stream as
councillors
well.
were all corrupt because they were only looking after the
yeah, but I'm
mosques.
not, like, I'm
But you've got no
I'm only
evidence for
You're the
it,
centre
and now
false
you're
flag.
saying that everyone should apply.
Who's this lady?
I'm only
Everyone
Councillor
should
too.
apply to kick people
There's
out.
already 3 Labour councillors in. And I'm going to get each and every
I don't know,
one
to the truth, I've just come and I'm like, so I was wondering who she was, that's
Yeah,
all.
I don't care what it is.
I'm not going to give out her information.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Now,
damn
I'm
straight,
gonna
because
tell
you put yourself out there to be
That's
questioned.
it.
But you haven't told me anything that has changed my mindset on the fact that you're
Then
talking
don't worry about it.
you're talking about general things.
Yeah.
You're talking about things in kind of stereotype.
Yeah.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
but
things
like, I'm
that
only talking about
absolutely
the
have
right
no...
ones. Yeah, but the things that are happening
In
with
Waltham
me.
Forest.
Yeah, but if things that are happening with me personally.
You haven't said anything that's happened to you personally.
Well,
Give you
like,
sweeping
in our local
generalisations
area.
and the Daily
I bet
fucking
you live in a
Mail.
different area, though, don't you?
I live in
You-
Plumstead.
Yeah,
I grew up in South London.
so
I grew up in
if you don't
Kennington.
like your, like,
I don't dislike anywhere in London. I love London. I love the fact that everywhere I live, I can look around and someone is different. I love the fact that everybody where I live is different and they can represent themselves.
People
And
like
I
me
love the
and
fact that
people
I
like
grew up
you,
in London
far right,
and people like you
and
get
we're being
challenged.
labelled all the
And
time.
when you are
And that's
challenged, you
actually
can't
wrong.
say anything as to what you are talking about. It is nonsense.
Is there any reason you're filming me?
Is there any reason why you just took their pictures? I just watched you take their pictures.
I'm not taking
I just watched you do it.
Hello, there's live videos that I've seen online, on the media, of anti-Semitism and trouble.
Who is anti-Semitic?
Oh, come on.
Who is anti-Semitic?
Don't embarrass yourself,
We are
sir.
Semites.
Don't
We are Semites.
embarrass
We
yourself.
come from the country where Jesus Christ came.
No disrespect.
Jesus himself
I'm here
was a Semite.
I'm here to back the pink ladies
We
Sorry, can I
are
jump past
for their peaceful right to
Fudge over a bit, mate.
demonstrate, okay?
I'll remind you, Jesus did not
I'm
have
not
blue
religious,
eyes.
mate. I don't care about
and
your
did not
religion
have a blonde hair.
or any other religion. I'm not religious.
Yeah, no, but you are.
I'm not religious.
You're just laying
I respect
accusation.
everyone's right for religion and their beliefs.
All I'm saying
I'm not
is,
religious.
if
So
you
stop preaching to me. I don't
if you make a
give
statement,
two fucks.
no, if you make a statement,
All right?
support
I
it.
don't give two fucks.
Ah, well. Now that's what happens. When you can't support your argument, you go swearing.
Yeah, but no one has to be religious. You don't have to believe in religion. Religion to some people is just made up.
I'm not
You know, I
saying.
tell you what I believe.
He was making a statement.
My friend,
supporting
my
it.
friend,
He was saying like there was
My friend.
protests
My friend.
for people who are anti-Semitic. Where?
my friend.
They're up and down the
My friend.
country. We see
Where?
people that are
State it.
anti-Semitic.
Where?
Right, forget
You do not
this,
see it
forget
on
the
TV.
religion. Have you got anything to say about the young 14-year-old girl that was sexually assaulted in Epping? Yes or no?
Of course, it's a bad thing. Whenever it happens,
Yeah, it's disgusting.
whoever
And
makes
that's
any
disgusting individual
unlawful
and
advance,
to him. I'm
of
glad
course
he's
it's
dead.
bad. We don't
I'm
support
glad
it.
he's
Of
dead.
course,
Shame he
anyone.
wasn't alive.
We're here to demonstrate against sexual assault of young children.
But what about
Did you know the
women
statistics?
and children?
That 70%
grooming gang
of
scandal?
grooming
That is
in
predominantly
this country
Pakistani
is
men
actually
that
made
groom
by white
young
people.
white girls.
Go and
What
check
about
your-
that? So you
go
can
and
bring
check
up
the
Jimmy
statistics.
Savile, you can bring up a lot of people. There are bad in every culture.
Yeah, Prince Andrew.
Yeah, Prince Andrew.
We're
Yeah,
not
what about
fan of Prince Andrew. If you watch me on the telly, I'll co Prince Andrew. What are you talking about?
No one in
This
the
isn't about
UK
colour of the
likes Prince
skin.
Andrew.
This is about peacefully demonstrating for the safety of our women and our children. And you're counter demonstrating us.
So
What does that say for you?
Come with actual
Morons.
facts. Come with facts. You can talk about
The girl that chucked herself out the window, yeah, because three men faked and fucking drugged her. What about that, eh?
You need actual facts.
The fact that you are here and no one is
Do
making
you
any
feel
problem.
good about that
It's just a
though?
proof.
No, that's it, you
No
can
one's giving you any hate. You know, you
No,
just
we're not giving you hate though. We're not
Okay,
giving
so
you any hate.
but you are.
Because
But
surely,
you are-
no, listen.
You're
surely,
making-
right, listen.
look, you're
no,
making
listen,
an
let me just
assumption.
speak. Surely me and you, sorry, I'm just asking him, sorry. Surely me and you can both agree that children are the most vulnerable.
Well,
we can both agree
everyone
on that.
is vulnerable when they're attacked.
Our children are
Everyone.
the most vulnerable. Just
Everyone.
1 minute. Is all
Everyone.
children? Our children?
Everyone
No, but
is
children are the most precious.
Well,
Our children are most
okay.
precious.
What about children?
Can we agree on
What
that?
about children that Israel is killing every day?
We're not talking about that, are they?
What about 20,000? What about 20,000? What about 20,000 Palestinians?
Different problem, mate. Different problem. Different day. Different problems. We're women. We're women.
How you doing?
I think you're opposing this group, so you have to protest.
Market.
Arrest him.
Well, first of all, has anyone heard anything yet?
No, not yet, because I don't think it's until 7 o'clock tonight.
Oh, it's still 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So just tell me a bit about
All women and children in the UK, not women and children in another country. Yeah.
So including the ones that maybe need asylum from war and things like that, who got protested out of a hotel in Epping. Are they not worth saving?
There's
as
no
well?
women and children in the hotel in Epping. It's all men.
Really?
There are no women. It's 138 men.
What about the women and children that do need help?
Where are the women and
From
children?
abroad?
Where are they?
No, I'm not asking.
I'm asking.
In this
Where
country,
are they?
you've said in this country. You said the
Yes.
women and the children in this
Yes.
country
Yeah.
that need assistance. All women and children, right?
Yes.
Would you also support the women and children that flee other countries to this country? Would
What,
you support
France?
them?
France?
Any country.
What, they flee France?
France, maybe.
Are they at war? Is France at war?
But-
I'm a mother.
No.
One moment.
No.
As a mother, I would never, ever endanger my children's lives when I am at a point of safety. So to put them on a rubber dinghy and cross a channel, I would question their integrity as a mother.
But that's a very easy answer for something because
Very easy answer. They've gone to France. They've gone to
May I
multiple
speak now,
countries.
please?
Yeah, go
Thank you
ahead.
very much. To me, that's a very easy answer because actually, what you would always do as a mother, surely, is want the best for your children. And I would assert that what we have in this country is better than what is in France. And that's me being patriotic, right? Because I hear a lot about patriotism. I see good in this country. I see good education. I see a healthcare system that is doing its best. I see many things that are attractive to people. And if I was a mother, and if I had truly travelled across 8 or 9 countries, and I had been through each of those countries, and I looked at my children that had come from trauma, and who had come from trauma, and had fled, and I think I want the best psychologists for my children. I want the best education for my children. I want the best opportunities for my children. And if I think that's this country, by damn, I'm putting them on a boat and I'm going to try and get here.
Why would you not fly them in when you
Because
pay
I might not
upwards of
have money.
£5,000
I might not have
to come across on a
documents.
dinghy when you can book
Because
a
if I
flight
come from
for 200?
Eritrea, if I come
you're,
from
you're, what you're
Israel,
talking
if I
is
come from Gaza,
irrelevant.
if I
It's
don't have a
irrelevant.
passport
What you're
that is
saying is
going to allow
irrelevant.
me
Your
entry.
arguments do not even back
It's
up
not.
because all the other
It's not,
countries have got
because your
everything.
initial
What is it that they come here
Your
for?
initial
Benefits.
argument
They come
was
here
that
for
you
benefits.
wanted the best for your children. That was your initial argument, right?
Yeah.
My argument to you
What,
is
they've come
I
through
would
France?
pay hell and high
Come from
water
France, come from
to
Spain.
get my
Okay,
children
all right, you
the
want to-
best thing they can get.
Yeah, go on,
Yeah.
let me cut her out.
Yeah.
Go on, just tell me about what's happening today or tell them what's
So,
happening today.
as we know that in the council offices today, they want to deem all of the pink ladies as a far-right, neo-Nazi, racist, fascist movement, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you look at the women here, do they look like Nazis?
No.
Do they look like fascists?
No,
I
we've got all walks of ages here.
We've had to stop all of our elderly coming here with us today because we was worried about them.
Yeah.
You know, the women that are here in their 70s and their 80s, they was concerned of coming here from the attacks that they might receive. But, you know, if this happens here in this council, then what ends up happening across the country? They are trying to silence us because at the end of the day, they know that women in the UK, when we stand up, when we rise together, when we fight together, we are stronger than any other movement in this country because we are led by women, supported by men. And at that point, that is when all the men rise up as well.
Well done.
All right. Nice to see you.
No, it's yourself too.
I don't know where to look.
Hold that a minute, please. Thank you.
Go and do that for me so I can get one from your thing.
To let me respond. You don't want to let me go. Don't come over here and asking questions.
Thank you. Can I have the mic, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. See you later.
Don't let me respond then. Alright, listen. If you can't engage in peaceful if you can't engage in peaceful dialogue, right, go over there. Right, don't point him up. If you can't engage in peaceful dialogue, right, don't come over here and try and engage in a conversation. I've just said to you, how's it hatred?
And you haven't got any facts.
In fact, it's built by love. This movement isn't built by hatred, it's built by love. Love for your own, okay?
No, that's not. What do you mean by your own? What do you mean by your own? What do you mean by your own?
The British people.
British people.
Yeah, people
So these people.
No, these random
British
people.
people.
British. So are they?
Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they're British people. So
Was he born here? Was he born here? Was he born here? Was he born here?
Can you say a few words first? Let people know who you are, can you? Is that right?
Yeah.
Just let know people who you are.
So I'm Maria. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go on, I'll just give you that tone.
All right, okay.
I think it's working.
Right. So my name is Maria Bowtell. I am working with Rupert Loan Restore Britain. And so basically I'm here to say we understand and we hear the Pink Ladies. We want to support them in whatever way we can, whether that's organising nationally or just showing support by turning up. And ultimately we're working on policy that actually means the detention and deportation of illegal immigrants, which is really what these ladies are crying out for, because the undocumented people that are coming across illegally, we do see them as a risk to society until we know who they are. So Restore Britain's working on policy that actually detains these men, and we can figure out who they are and then send them home or keep them detained if we need to.
Thank you very much.
So on X I posted a copy of my letter, which I sent to all the councillors, and ultimately invited them all to come speak to us, to hear our concerns, to create unity rather than divide, and that's ultimately what we want. We want to be heard as a group of ladies, and so we've asked them to come out and speak to us. We've asked them not to brand us as far right, because it's sad that they've branded us as that without speaking to us.
We know they won't know.
Yes, of course.
I'm not being trouble today, as you like to call me, the troublemaker.
No.
Your name, sorry, quickly.
BB Audits.
Right.
Yeah, they're just.
I just hear a lot of noise.
Yeah, a load of rubbish going on. Can I give you that, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just a little bit what's happening today, really. And
so today we have a council meeting in Tower Hamlets Council to formally declare Raising the Colours and the Pink Ladies a far-right extremist group, or groups, which is slightly concerning and very odd. And my view is that why are we being labelled as far-right extremists? We are just mothers and grandmothers who are protesting about illegal men being brought into the country and the risk they pose on our children. Simply that, nothing else. Now, what is happening is if they manage to label us like that, then councils of a similar ilk up and down the country will do the same, and those councils are predominantly Muslim male councillors. They don't want us asking questions, not sure why they've got a problem with women wearing pink, but we've also got a lot of lefties down there who are shouting abuse at us, calling us all sorts of names. Now, remember, they are the ones that have spent 5 days attacking the police and calling for death to Jews, but we're the racist ones, so that really confuses me a lot. No, so it's all very, 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 very weird. So anyway, I'm a bit concerned, but I just want to keep an eye on what's going on, because I don't want any of my ladies to get into trouble, because there's not a lot of us, and there's not a lot of us because they felt intimidated. That's why. So, I have to take my hats off to the ones that have turned up.
No, definitely. Thank you very much, Orla. That's the lovely Orla.
I'll tell your name. If your hand touches me...
You touch me and I'll move you out of the way, I promise you that for sure.
Look at you. Look at you.
I've not consented.
No, move out of the way then. If you don't consent, walk away.
This is public. You're in a public area.
Public?
No.
Oh, we're getting racist now, are we? Yeah, being racist now.
I am.
Yeah.
Everyone's on me now.
Yeah.
You know you're in a public place, yes, you can be filmed, so you can remove yourself from the situation if you don't want to be filmed.
That's it.
So that's your choice.
And you're walking closer and closer.
And then you're walking towards us, so that's up to you. So you're obviously not intimidated. So what are your feelings about being here today? Are you here to get your bike? Is that your bike?
What are you doing here today? Are you counter-protesting today? Are you counter-protesting today?
Alex Armstrong, yes.
What are you counter-protesting?
These white aggressive men.
Oh, here we go. Racist
Gentlemen.
Who have been threatening me for coming outside the town hall.
Threatening you.
I've just had now 1, 2, 3 white men. This guy's told me, oh, you're on your second warning.
Yeah, because you totally assaulted me.
Did I threaten you? Did I threaten you?
Gentlemen, just give me 1 moment if you don't mind.
Sorry, I've got GB News in the house here.
Why is it important that you're here today?
To say that we're not going to be intimidated by these racist men who are trying to make women and minorities feel unsafe.
And what about the Pink Ladies group here? That's the organisation that set up this protest today. They're being branded as a far-right organisation. Do you agree with that branding?
That's my understanding, yes.
And what does far-right mean to you?
Far-right is the manifestation, usually by the rich in this country, to pit working class people against each other, to tell white working class people, which these people might be, that their enemy is a brown woman or a migrant on a boat, when actually our joint enemy are the billionaires who are preventing us from having healthcare and jobs and housing and are running the country to the ground. And what they benefit from is us fighting each other rather than uniting and fighting them.
And given what you just said, do you think it's actually a bad thing that they're labelling these Pink Ladies as far right? If you want everyone to come together in unity, do you think phrases like far right are actually quite divisive?
No, because it's about what is the analysis, right? So what's the analysis? So if they're saying that the perpetrators of sexual abuse and racist hate are coming from minorities, that's factually incorrect. Most grooming gangs in the UK, the majority are white men. It's true. Most of the people on far-right political party groups have a history of domestic violence, sexual assault, so it's not accurate to say that this is a brown problem. I'm not saying there's no patriarchy in any group. All groups suffer from patriarchy. I'm now surrounded by white aggressive men. It's just the nature of society. But that isn't, I think to pit us against one another
should come to us.
If I look around now, I think you're surrounded by all races.
And have you spoken to any of the Pink Ladies here today? And you had a conversation with them about why they're here? Because many people, they would argue that they're not far right, and they're very offended by that call, that branding of themselves. And they say, actually, we're here to protect women. We protect women of all colours. We're not racists. Do you think there's perhaps a little bit of hyperbole coming from the council today who are trying to stir up division? Many people will say that that's a very divisive thing they're doing.
I would have loved to have spoken to them. I just arrived and was on my way and then was surrounded by these men to intimidate me. I haven't actually been able to go and speak to them yet. I would love to.
She came up to me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you talking to us.
Now you can talk now. Well said, my friend. God bless. Go on then. You're intimidated by all these racists, yeah? I've just had a black guy come up to me and go, what are you on about? Literally. Yeah, what is she on about?
Do you feel good? Do you feel like real men because you're there with your camera?
Do you feel like a real man?
No. Just go around a little bit.
Ridiculous.
Is that your bike? Or is that your scooter? Is that your bike?
No, that's paid.
Over there.
The wife didn't.
Here she is, it's the pink smurf. Oh, you didn't go for the face? You want to come over to the lefty?
The Indians on the look, mask on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I ain't had none come through yet.
took a picture of each other. He's got his company on there. What an idiot.
Yeah. What one?
Geezer, the last one. So his company logo on it. That's good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, over there.
They're doing that now, look. We just do that. It's just something we do. But no, we're not a violent organisation, we're not anything like that. We come here to put our point across. I'm trying to put my point across to him really nicely. Obviously we've had a chat about it and it's been fine. No one's shouted, no one's done anything. This is a bit far. That's fine for me. I don't mind arguing back. But if you want to talk to anyone about the organisation, talk to Sarah. She's the one that's painted pink. She's the one that's painted pink. She'll be around here somewhere. She's literally painted pink.
I mean, you're offering no balance.
If you want more statistics about the organisation, speak to Sarah.
You're showing me nothing.
Yeah?
Listen, small boat migrants are 4 times more likely to get committed.
Where did you get that from?
Go on to Google, go on to the ONS statistics, sweetheart. Okay. Per 1,000 people. Look it up per capita. Go on, look it up right now. None of you are offering me any statistics. You're not offering me any thought-provoking facts. Be my guest. I've just told you it's your chance now. Your chance now to prove me wrong. It's your chance now to prove me wrong. It's your chance now to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I've just gave you the statistics, okay? Small boat migrants are 4 times more likely.
Show me that on the ONS. Show me that. Obviously,
Go get it up there. Go on there, Mrs. ONS. Get it up. Get it up.
You said you know
Get it up.
You know where it is on the ONS.
Get it up. Get it up.
You know
Get it up there. Listen, it's your chance to prove me wrong, to prove that you're not just a virtue signaller. Get the statistics up. How?
Show me on the ONS, please. I respect your argument if you show me on the
Get it up there.
Do you not have a phone?
Absolutely not have a phone.
No, you're the one that wants to see this.
No,
You just came over disputing the statistics that I gave you.
You're deflecting because
This is turning into Speaker's Corner.
Everything I've told you is fact, okay?
Isn't it? Turning into Speaker's Corner.
Choice to prove me wrong.
it's your opportunity.
Are you media or are you just doing it?
I just document both sides, just go around filming it.
I've just told you.
What about yourself?
I'm just a bloke living here.
I've just gave you numerous sources. I said check on AI. AI is neutral. Where do you think they get it from? They get it from the ONS. They get it from
You're an idiot. That's why you wear a mask, because you're a fucking idiot.
Do you want to give us some lovely words?
Yeah, mate. It's your face. It's going. Let's have a look.
Adam,
Right, mate.
in the house.
Look at him. No.
You right?
Yeah, go. Just about the ladies, really.
Well, look, I'm here to support the pink ladies. There's nothing far right about them. There's nothing racist about them. We've seen a sexual assault in Epping of a 14-year-old girl. I've had numerous dads come up to me from daughters at that school. Their daughters have been harassed for their Snapchat. They've been followed. They've been flashed. Women over Bell Common have been flashed. We're here to say no. And at the end of the day, it's not safe to put unknown foreign men amongst our towns. It doesn't matter if they're white, black or brown. It isn't about skin colour. This is about behaviour. We've seen numerous crimes come from the Bell Hotel and all these migrant hotels. And it's our right to stand here and protest. Yet Tower Hamlets want to shut these women up. A panel that's made up mostly of men, by the way, want to shut our women up. Their mothers, grandmothers, sisters, and friends of families. They should have their right to stand up for the safety of our communities. And that's all we're here. There will never be any trouble from the pink ladies or this movement. And that's why I'm here. Okay? It's nothing to do with race. Nothing.
Thank you, Adam.
What haven't British people experienced? I guess you're talking to white British people.
Cleansing, yeah.
You don't think white British people have experienced war?
The problem is you are hypocrites. That's what it is.
Hundreds of thousands of British people died in World War II, more so than have died in Gaza.
That's European fighting each other. Let me say, yeah. Please, you know you're great with your statistics. Who else died? Who else died during the World War? Who else died?
Let me just say something. I've been waiting to get
millions of people like who?
I've been waiting to get on camera. Hang on. I keep hearing
Russians, Germans, French, people from Africa, people from the Middle East.
Brilliant. At least we make it on the list.
I keep hearing the Western nations to say they're so civilized, but if you research what they've done, it's pure barbarism. It's animalistic behavior all over the world. Where have you guys been civilized?
Well, I think you're living in a civilized country now.
No, but where have you been civilized?
The United Kingdom.
But all your history has been barbarism.
There's barbarism across every nation's history.
Why are Palestinians?
Where do you descend?
But it is barbarism. It doesn't matter where I descend from.
Well, it'd be good to compare.
The problem is,
we can talk about
you
it.
think you can speak out for what you think is important, but when we do it, it's extremists, it's Hamas protests. It's delusional. We're going to keep protesting anywhere we want. Yeah.
But the left have done the same. They call these people
Brother, there's
far
not.
right.
That means we're all hypocrites.
Right.
We're all hypocrites.
Okay, but then
one thing I want to say about GB News is like, you know what? I used to watch it because it was a bit of a laugh.
I'm just going to squeeze it so we got some space there.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I used to watch it as a bit of a laugh because I used to think the amount of shit that they chat is like, it cannot be real. It cannot be real. How can you focus on just like the most negative thing in society? But obviously there was a bigger agenda. There was, people planning everything from behind.
But you'll see what we'll do here at GB News is that we will put this video unedited, so your view can be expressed.
Yeah,
but it's really important that we hear everyone's perspective.
Do you know this is the news, so your video will go out, don't you?
Well, I don't give you concern. Right.
Well, you're in a public place, you know that, don't you?
Well, I was just passing by and I realised there was like going to be 16 people for
don't stay here. Like it would be, like, you know what I mean?
What, man? We live here, fam.
You live on the streets, are you homeless?
I live right there. What do you mean don't stay?
Are you on the streets, are you homeless right now?
You're saying don't stay.
No, if you complain of being filmed, don't go to a public protest.
You know what, if you're filming,
I ain't complaining. You can't complain about being filmed, man. We're filming as well, left, right, everywhere as well. You ain't complaining. You guys are complaining.
So tell me what you want to tell GB News.
As I say, I used to watch this channel as a bit of a laugh because the amount of rubbish that comes out in this channel is just like propaganda. It is a propaganda machine, like obviously, but seriously, there must be like I've seen you, like you're a presenter in it. Some part of you must think. I'm a human being at the end of the day. I'm partly responsible for what's going on in this country. Driving this agenda, this narrative, there's so much problems in this country, and just purely focusing on it.
What do you think's working really well about the United Kingdom?
Don't you get in trouble?
Well, right now. Well, GB News, basically they're getting a lot of views.
No. What do you think is going well with the United Kingdom? That's what I was asking.
I think you're focusing on problems. That's it.
Like what?
Problems that you sort of like focus on pretty much go to every
Don't hit that sub people, like it, that share it, that follow.
We know why people are out and are unhappy. That's why you're here, right? You want to see why people are unhappy.
I
want to tell the British public why.
I was just getting home from work.
Okay. Well, you stopped to talk, and obviously you feel
I got involved because I was hearing people chatting rubbish, like saying things that are not even true. But
I think it's important that broadcasters are here where the people are. I don't see any other broadcasters here today. We've been on the other side. We've been trying to speak to people over there. You won't put out videos unedited. GB News exists to serve all communities.
Oh, do they?
It does. Yes, we do. Why do you say that?
You never ever.
You have to give an answer.
As a Muslim,
it's too broad every day.
I watch someone like you. You know what? He's in the news. He must be telling me. But I've never seen anything positive from yourself or GB News about Muslims.
Pink ladies are standing up against me.
We speak to Muslim communities all the time.
Okay, we're just discussing something now. Right, but over where Stand Up to Racism are, you've got 2 lines of police stopping any of us from getting over there. Right, but over here, you've got Muslim councillors from Tower Hamlets here, and you've got lefties over there as well. And this area should be sterile, but it isn't a sterile area. There is no kind of divide here. So the police are not actually doing their job correctly, because it's okay for them to be kept over there, but it's not. But they seem to be okay with sending all the Muslim councillors over here are lefties, where we're supposed to be protesting regarding a far left Labour council that want to call the Pink Ladies a far right organisation. And what that is actually discrimination, because they have no legal authority to be able to do that. Because even though there's a load of Muslims in there, they're all going to be biased against any other ethnicity than their own ethnicity. So they shouldn't really be given that position. So whatever the outcome is regarding the council deciding what they want to do, then that would be for the ECHR to say you can't actually discriminate against any other ethnicity, which is what they would be doing. Because, the Pink Ladies, they're like normal people from different backgrounds, and they're from different areas as well. So why are they so interested in making the Pink Ladies a right-wing group when most of them don't even live around here anyway? What's it got to do with them? It's nothing to do with them. So even if they were to actually say on paper that the Pink Ladies are now a right-wing group, then people like that can come along and say that the Tower Hamlets Council are an extreme organisation. They are an extreme left-wing terrorist organisation. And we've got the right to do that, because if they're going to terrorise their own neighbourhood, and they're going to terrorise your neighbourhood, and they're going to terrorise your neighbourhood, they're going to end up terrorising everybody. That's it. That's why we're here.
In my neighbourhood, I fly a flag. I've got a table painted in Jack, and I want to tell people right now, I've watched what's been on here for 40 years around this area. I've never seen so much hypocrisy and nonsense in all my life. But let's get something straight. I'm the guy who went down Bethnal Green Road, and screamed my head off, that, hang on a minute here, why aren't you taking down the Palestinian flags? Because for 30 odd years, left-wing councils, Labour councils and the like were telling the English people to remove their flags from their homes. What was that about? And if you look at the hierarchy of this place, where is the bloody diversity? It's completely missing. Completely missing. So what's happened is there's been an absolute takeover in there, so there is, And for them to come along with this absolute nonsense about the far right, well, I can assure you, I am not far right. My forefathers fought for the rights and the values of this country, gives to everybody, which means that you can practice your religion.
Hold the button in.
Hold on. Which means that you can have any faith you like, and we will support you. You will have free speech. We will support you, because that's our British values, and that's important. But to tell us in any terms whatsoever to make it unclear or to be underhand or come in a manipulative way and say we're far right is not going to happen. We will fly our flags consistently, because this is Britain, this is England, and we are British, and we mean that in an inclusive way. But we're not accepting the nonsense that's going on in that place up there. We're not accepting it.
That's it, well done.
Braveheart. Mel Gibson.
Anybody in there at all. We've got all these counties.
Mr. Mr. I'll take the hasn't done it yet. Many times has he been in office in England. That's right. It's all the nepotism that's going on in there. We know what's going on.
Orla, do you want to talk for one, dear? I'll get his one. Do you want his one? Where is he? Can we borrow that a minute, please?
We're bloody stupid, so we are. Yeah, we're not stupid, yeah.
Hola.
This is Britain, this is the UK, we're not stupid. There will be no dominion here. There will be no dominion.
We'll have no eardrums at the end of this.
There will be no dominion in this country. Believe you me, there will be no dominion. You can do what you like, there will not be any takeover or usurping or undermining. We are the people in this country and we will determine what happens. Not a bunch of undemocratic idiots like that that kid themselves on.
Are you talking about people in the building?
Yeah.
Would you like a picture challenge?
You need to shout for him.
Thank you, sir. No, I want to give him my pink poncho, but he won't wear it. Oh, look at warmer.
I'm not really covered.
Oh, your hands are freezing.
But I'm resilient to my environment.
You're what? I thought you said you were Brazilian. I thought,
no, I'm resilient to my environment.
Aren't we all, my friend? Aren't we all?
Yeah, so you need to speak for the
Hello. Yeah, well, wait a minute. I just...
I think you need a shout.
Here's Mr. Adam.
Normally I do.
Yeah, so we're not even
Come on, what else you got to say? Come on, get on that mic.
We're not even in a sterile area.
Can't hear you. You need to talk through that. But not.
Yeah, so going back to what I was saying, it's like over here we're not in a sterile area. So you got the police over there stopping any of us from getting over there. But over here we've just got everybody like mingling. So we've got the Tower Hamlets councillors were here earlier on, and they're actually being interviewed. So I don't really know why they're being interviewed, because it's because of them that we're here. You know, they're obviously not going to say, oh yeah, we're really glad about what's happening. So really, they should be in, the media companies should be interviewing like the people, the protesters here, not the counter-protesters that have come over to this side just so they can get on television. And that's what they're doing. There's so much bias
7 p.m.
from Tower Hamlets Council.
We've got to be ashamed of our events.
And what someone was saying earlier was about the DEI. I mean, do you remember that guy, Muslim, in Scotland, his name was Hamza Youssef. Do you remember him? Hamza?
I did tell him to start talking, but now I can't hear now.
Right? And what he said, he was a councillor, a councillor in the Scottish government.
What is it?
And he said, and I quote, he said, lead on the council, right, lead on the HR department, right, and he went on and on and on. Right, I'm going to turn the
I'm not going to understand that from your personal point of view. But what I would say is, this lady here, she said something earlier about her.
Can't hear now, go for it. Oh.
When you're in the right state of mind, I can have a discussion.
I'm just getting numerous statistics.
I just said to you, you got to come from Disney Plus. You got to look proper statistics. Not from Disney Plus. Proper statistics. Where's your evidence? You're saying it. Where's your evidence? Bring it with you. Factual people, keep it with them. Do you understand? I just said to you.
Reality check. You small boat now, you are 4 times more likely to get arrested per 1,000 people.
Why wouldn't they?
When you spoke about Poland,
Why wouldn't they?
because I've come from cultures which are completely different to us.
Automatically, everybody, especially people like you, who make a judgment on what kind of people they are. I am, because you're clear cut one and far right. Is it not? Yes, you are.
Give me a quote of mine that's far right or racist, sir.
Your mannerism towards every single person here who is of a different colour. Who is of a different colour.
Can you be racist towards with different mannerism?
Mannerism and etiquette make me mad.
Give me a racist.
Learn that.
So is your man here all right because he just called the guy that singer an Uncle Tom?
I don't know this brother. Right?
So no, come on. A racial slur that I've kept tonight. A racial slur that I've kept tonight.
This guy,
racial slur that I've kept tonight.
Look at the way you're acting.
A racial slur.
I don't know if anyone's picking this up because I can't hear nothing.
I want to hear a racial slur that I've said.
Are you trying to be aggressive?
I'm trying to engage in
Why are you
peaceful
trying to be aggressive?
dialogue.
Your 30 seconds ran out a long time ago.
You're just coming over
30 seconds ran out a long time ago.
No statistics, nothing thought-provoking, just coming over
You're drunk.
I think it's done. I think it's done.
You're drunk.
I think it's been done for 10 minutes.
Anything thought-provoking. Ready, going. Anything thought-provoking, sir.
Don't drink what you can't handle.
Ooh! So nothing
Off you go, son. Off
no
you go.
statistics.
Go up and come back. When you grow up and come back. When you grow up and come back, yeah?
No statistics.
Go grow up and come back.
So when I say something like small bone migrants,
have you got children? Have you got children?
Whether I've got children or not.
Of course you have.
How do you know that?
Sorry?
Are you generalising it?
Nah, I can tell.
That sounds like
I can tell.
fascist behaviour.
But I have children. I have children. I have sisters. I have mother. I care about every single woman and child. Every single woman and child in this country. Do you understand?
So do I.
And I will do anything to protect them.
Why
now,
haven't you been outside any of the
I'm not going to judge a person just because of their conditions and the reason why they've come to this country. Just because you don't like them being here because you think it's your country. When it's not. Right? We're in a multicultural country and most likely I've got more right to be here than you.
For the last 80 years, sir.
For the last 8 years what?
We've become a multicultural.
Why can't he create his country?
You've had people of different skin colour in this country for how many years?
So why was even if we take it back 80 years then, what was the population of London? What was the percentage?
What do you mean?
What percentage of London was white?
When
40
did
years ago?
statistics come around, son? Exactly. Exactly. It's not semantics.
You know, because you get your statistics from
99% of London only 50 years ago was white.
Ask yourself this question. When did the UK
benefit from colonisation?
When did the UK first go and attack another country? Sorry, no. Let's make it exactly right. Colonise another country.
What, you mean building infrastructure?
Let me talk. Don't call it infrastructure.
Building infrastructure. Stealing.
I'll get yourself
Building infrastructure.
Sorry, guys. Let me jump through.
We built all of your infrastructure.
That's why we're here.
The hospital.
You stole from our country.
We built everything.
You stole from our country.
Why haven't you built anything yet then? Why haven't you built anything? Where's your architecture? Where's your architecture? Where's your architecture?
He's a pyramid guy.
Skyline.
The pyramid.
Skyline.
The pyramid.
Where's the skyline?
Pyramid. What are you talking about? The pyramid. What are you talking about? Make it make sense.
Answer this one question, right? Who owns the crown?
They built trains.
Who owns the royal crown? Or where did you steal it from?
I'm not a monarchist, mate. So why do I need to
do anything?
I'm not a monarchist.
It's the most important icon of this country.
I'm not a monarchist, so why do I?
Where did it come from? Exactly.
Germany.
He built nothing.
Germany.
No, he didn't. He came from India, or as they call it.
The white working class are pulling out the rich as well. Them people right there, them people in that towers right there.
Let me jump through there.
He's a brainwashed child.
The people that are here because it was colonized. That's the best at it. Is that what you believe? You're just the last person to do it, and you did it just before the industrial age. That's why we're here.
You can't name me because taking over by
Check your museums. You stole resources, and that's all you stole.
What would have happened if we had
artifacts? That's all we've done. That's all England's done. That's all the Europeans have done.
What would have happened? What would have asked the question? What would happen? I'm asking you a question. Ask the question.
Shut up! You don't. Just go in there. You're just saying
all they're doing is like,
Read some Migration. Need some history.
What a deluded argument that is, oh my God. What our ancestors done thousands of years ago is a excuse for demographically replacing us. Are you serious? Are you really serious? Come on, these people are deluded to their ideologies. I'll keep going, mate.
That's my flag. Do you want it? No.
We're just keeping this area sterile. Oh, you're keeping this area sterile? You're keeping this area sterile, yeah?
All of this is
so why is that area not up there being kept sterile then?
They're allowed to stay, yeah?
Yes. So what? So them lot, so they can come over here, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
No,
so you're keeping this area sterile, but you won't keep that area sterile?
No, what I'm trying to say, that area is mostly for their protesters.
Yeah, so what about their protest?
They can come up to here, but this is where people distance, right?
I appreciate you feel like it looks like it's unfair.
No, what I'm saying is I'm filming both sides, yeah? But what I'm hearing up there, you're keeping that this area sterile, but that area you're not keeping sterile. And that's what I just want to know.
Keeping the town hall area, the entrance to the town hall area is sterile.
So I can walk over there, yeah?
You're welcome to, yeah.
Right, cool. And make others look go along, don't they, Cam?
Onto the footpath, please.
Why?
Just get everything out the road. It's a live road still.
Push that away now. They're keeping that in. So up here, they're keeping it sterile, but where the others are protesting, they won't keep it sterile. They're letting them all mix in up there. But look at them. So up the other end, they keep it sterile, but if you come up this end, what a joke.
What's going on?
They scuff off their street.
They're keeping this sterile. They're keeping it sterile up here. Sorry.
Just try not to go.
Sorry, big man.
You can never trust a lefty with your kids. You can never trust a lefty. Never trust a lefty.
Never trust a lefty with your kids. And that's why we're here today, you see.
Save our kids! 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 Stand back, please! Stand back! Save our kids! Save our kids!
Yeah, but why are you keeping this area sterile, but you won't do the same up there?
I don't know who's
But you won't keep that sterile up there, but you keep it sterile up here, though, won't you? Two-tier policing going on here, people. Up that end, they won't keep it sterile, but up this end, they want to keep it sterile. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that follow, people. These are the councillors and the mayors and everyone up here, look at them. All coming out. All the councillors and mayors up there. That's all the councillors and the mayors who are going to be voting at 7 p.m. You can watch that live. Keep sharing, people, keep following, keep liking, and hit that sub. Let's get this out.
We protested against that, but now they're saying because we protest against that, they're saying that we are racist and that we're fascists. When we would be about protecting all women and children. I campaign for families with disabled children.
Is that for a youth club?
So
I don't see many of them about no more. I used to go one in Canning Town called Curie Links. Yeah, in Canning Town. I used to go that one when I was a kid.
But then what happens?
Yeah, you don't really see many of them about no more.
Who are like, predominantly say like, white, middle class, mummies and daddies have funded their education, haven't got a clue what they're talking about. Everyone is racist.
You should never trust a lefty with your kids.
Because Tower Hamlets, the council, are trying to label us as a racist movement. But so they shouldn't be, because we're not from here, we're from Epping. They're trying to label all pink ladies as...
So you lot came from Epping?
Some are from...
Yeah, basically what they're trying to do is trying to say the pink ladies are a racist movement. That's what they're trying to say. And they're trying to say basically people raising their flags is a racist movement too. But anyway, I love the youth working clubs. Don't see a lot of them about no more at all. Yeah, you don't see a lot at all. These are alright, these are alright. These are alright. These are alright, man.
I saw you get lit the other night.
Yeah.
5 hours I was
I know, mad, weren't it? But they're youth workers and that, they're alright, man.
They have values for young marriages.
So these all the people who work in the office?
They think it's okay.
All part of unison.
Yeah.
Children in our society, it's not so we have that.
That one there is going around saying that these are all far right to everyone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What about the far left? Going around saying everyone's far right?
Sorry, mate.
I'm with him. I'm with him to come through.
Who?
You.
Why with me?
You're about to go through, aren't you?
Yes, I've got a pass.
Yeah. You share.
Thank
We're
you.
sharing, yeah.
Hello there. Hi there. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, are you all here to vote? Are you here to vote?
No, just.
Are you here to vote?
Why are you asking these questions?
Because I'm asking you a question.
Why?
Am I not allowed to ask you a question?
No, I don't know you, man.
No, I don't know you, but I'm still asking you a question.
Why should you ask me a question?
Because I'm allowed to.
Why are you allowed to?
Because I'm allowed to.
If I don't know, I'm not a chat.
You ain't got to answer, have you?
What you answer? What kind of joke you
I said you ain't got to answer, have you? But if I want to ask you, I will.
Well, if I don't know someone, mate, I'm not going to chat to them, you know what I mean? I don't do these changes, you know what I mean?
Sorry, attitude.
Why are you not up there? Why are you not up there? Getting tasty. A lot quieter up this end, isn't it, people? I think we should go back up there. It's too quiet down here. Keep hitting that like, keep hitting that share, keep hitting that follow, people, and that sub. And thank you for the gifts that I see coming through. Much appreciated. Sorry if I'm not reading the chat or anything, I'm just trying to keep my eyes about me at the moment.
These guys, non-Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a demographic need, right? So, because we're in a densely Muslim populated area,
Saraki, I've got to take you out for a second.
yeah, go.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, we'll be back in a minute.
No, yeah, you're right, boss.
See.
100%. Nice to talk to you. See you later.
Hey, baby.
At least they can talk quite quick.
No, it's always that it, you know what I mean? They're there for debating, that was it. Fair play to you, Don. You stood your ground there, fair play to you.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, fair play.
What
Well done.
No, they was alright.
Yeah,
They was
listen, they was there debating, fair play to them.
actually really nice
Yeah,
guys.
no,
They're
they
youth
are.
workers.
They're youth workers
They're
too.
youth workers, and they
Right, mate.
say, like,
That's what I said
they
to them,
don't
next
get
time, right,
with,
they
yeah, they don't get
And
what
you-
they're going on
Yeah, you
about.
don't really see a lot of youth workers around no more. That's what I was trying to say to
Yeah,
them.
he said we're here to protect any children that might get attacked. He said we're standing up. He said that's why we've come along.
No, they're youth workers, they're good. I was saying to him, don't really see youth workers around no more.
Oh.
I used to go to one, like Community Links, it was called.
We all
Canyon
went youth
Dan.
clubs
Yeah,
as
but you don't
kids.
see them
We
no
did.
more.
No, you don't.
At all, you don't see
Never.
them. You don't see
I
them at
love
all
the
no
youth
more.
club. I love to get your snacks and your
Yeah.
panda pops.
I used to go away, they used to take us away.
Okay, but do you currently live on the street?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's not yours then?
Who is that? You said go, so when you said go to your side, what do you mean?
No, well...
Do I live there?
Well, he didn't say that to... I didn't say that to you. I rather said to another gentleman who confronted me on the content I do to suggest that therefore that there's one side for this group of protesters and there's another side for another group of protesters.
No side. There's one side.
Well, I agree that's quite confrontational.
The side of Tawheed.
Oh, well, no, it's the side of the Trinity.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Well, the Tawheed is just confess.
We're not doing speaker scholar shit here.
Oh, well, you're the one who started saying no one way is Tawheed.
I don't want to
That's
do
a fictitious God that doesn't exist.
I don't want to do an intellectual beatdown right now.
Yeah, of your God and your religion.
What about my God?
Well, you said you don't want an intellectual beatdown. That would happen if that was the case.
Okay, let's leave it, guys. Let's not do a religious debate.
Well, let's not then. You're the one who engaged in it firstly.
Where do you live? Just go home.
I mean, why don't you just go home?
I am home.
No, you don't live on the streets, you're not homeless. Your area. Yeah, you have your right to do so. It's not.
You jump there, Veg.
Yeah. What channel? I don't know.
Is that your camera?
No, it's not. Right now, I'm posting something on Twitter.
Probably propaganda.
Alright.
What'd you say? What'd you say then?
Propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda.
But yeah. Do you think the pink ladies are far right?
Nah, they're not. I don't think they're far. They might be racist. I don't know. I haven't spoken to them.
I suggest you speak to them. They're very nice people, I'll tell you that.
Will they be welcoming?
Of course they will be.
Darling, how are you?
If I was that,
Now, this protest isn't racist. To be honest, If you dig down, and who's responsible for mass immigration?
It's the government.
No, but who's above the government? They have a different religion. You might have heard of them.
Begins with an I.
No. Mass immigration is a weapon against white people. European Christian people. By people that might look European, but they're not Christian.
Do you mind just saying that on camera? Okay? Say that on camera.
I didn't say it. What channel?
I'm literally independent.
I said mass immigration is a weapon against European nations.
So mass immigration is a weapon against European nations.
I'm not the person to spread.
Thank you for saying that.
I heard
That's what we're trying to get.
I'll listen to it back again.
No, but you're not, because you can't identify who's behind it.
But exactly, that's the problem.
You're
We need to
blaming
find
the
out
immigrants,
government,
but you're
the
not.
government are the ones who can stop it, but they're not. That's the
away from the local park. One of the times, one of the chaps who was an innocent refugee was sat in the toddler's playground.
No evidence this is true.
Actually, there is. There's a police reference number.
Cam, just let him talk, yeah?
Right. So there was one of these chaps.
Fake news.
Cam, just let him talk. Just let him talk.
Yeah. Mate, if you think the police reference number is fake news, then that's on you.
Oh, this is probably thrown across the road, you know. It's fake news.
Yeah, police reference number is fake news. Yeah, cool man.
Sorry,
Anyway,
start again.
that's all they've got is fake news because they can't handle the truth because it destroys their narrative, especially if I'm a brown person talking out about it. Doesn't fit your narrative, does it? So anyway, 4-year-old daughter at Millwall Park in the toddler's playground, along with other friends from her nursery, all different races, all different religions, Bengali.
But listen, people, I'm going to end this live and then I'm going to come back.
One of these chaps.
Right, so I'll be back in 2 seconds.
In the playground, masked on, armed with scissors, literally meters away from my 4-year-old daughter. Now, look, I'm a brown bloke. I don't hate brown people, right? What I am scared of is not brown people. It is men with masks, with scissors, who happen to be meters away from my daughter, and I have to have the police come and take her away. So that is why I am here tonight.
BB Audits.
Okay, yeah, I'm following you already.
Yeah. Get on YouTube. I'm in there too.
Done the cook shit.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you, brother.
I know a lot of different flavors. I know that they are just local mothers, just local grandmothers that are concerned about these issues. I know this firsthand. They are local neighbours of mine, right? So that's why I'm here, because there is nothing far right about being concerned.
And you said earlier about, because you said in your words, you're a brown man going against their narrative, so they don't like it. Yeah. What kind of hatred have you had? Have you had hatred from your own community for standing up for this?
well, not necessarily from my own community. We don't all get together in a big meeting.
Can I give you that job, please? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so we don't all get together in a big meeting and, discuss it all. No, look, what you will find, I live on the Isle of Dogs. Let's just take the dads from ballet class. I've got Egyptians, Croatians, people from Vietnam, British people, everyone, right? Everyone shares the same view, right? Everyone looks at this and goes, you've put what at the top of our road? Well, we're not happy about it. We're also not racist. We don't hate anyone, but surely you're going to put in place proper safeguards. And I did a freedom of information request to the council. Turns out there are no safeguards in place. So we're here protesting, right? Nothing to do with racism, nothing to do with hatred from the community. When you go to the Britannia Hotel, I was talking to one of the chaps there from the other side, and even he was like, actually, his auntie went and he's Bangladeshi. That is what is happening when you take away all of this nonsense, all of the paid protesters behind us, and everything else. It's just local people worried about their kids.
Brilliant. Thanks for giving us some of your time.
Thank you so much for that. I'm very sorry about that. That's annoying. Yeah.
Such a shame.
Thank you very
Do you
much.
want to start with me, basically, before we cut you off?
Oh, sure.
Because I actually lost. I didn't know what was actually happening because I was telling him sharp, actually.
All good. What do you want?
So, just let people know who you are,
okay,
where you come from, and obviously from the dogs anyway.
Yep.
And just a bit about the Pink Ladies and what's going on today.
Yeah, cool. So, hello, I am Lee Nalalingham. I am a local dad on the Isle of Dogs. And I'm here to support the Pink Ladies. People wonder why I am. I've been asked a lot. I'm an ethnic minority here. Hello, token brown person. Look, I live on the Isle of Dogs. I am 5 minutes from the Britannia Hotel, and unfortunately, I've had to call the police twice in the past couple of months to have them come and remove people from our local park. I'd prefer that wasn't the case. None of us want to vilify anyone, but that is the reality of what's happening. The big headline was one of those occasions. We literally had this chap who was an innocent refugee who was sat in the middle of the toddler's playground in Millwall Park, and he was armed with scissors, sat meters away from my 4-year-old daughter, her nursery friends. Again, the kids, the parents, all different kinds of backgrounds. They were Bangladeshi, they were Egyptian, they were Croatian and Italian and British and everything else. Fortunately, the police got there really, really quickly and took them away. Right? And so that is why I'm here today. That is why I'm here to protest. This is nothing to do with racism. I know the Pink Ladies. I know both the Epping Pink Ladies and the Canary Wharf Pink Ladies. I've known some of them for years. They are local grandmothers, local mothers. Look, there's some people, wrong uns turn up uninvited and make some trouble, of course. Happens anywhere, happens to that lot behind us. But the reality is, this movement, this concern is primarily about safety of their kids. That's it. That's all this should be about. And the reason we're having to bring attention to this is because the narrative is, just like with other things, no one wants to talk about it because we don't want to harm community relations or whatever you want to call it. But you harm community relations more by not talking about this stuff. Right? Everybody commits crime. Yes, white people commit crime. Yes, black people commit crime. Yes, people on both commit crime. You don't cover any of it up. And so when it's happening in our community within these hotels and there's no safeguards in place, you bring it up. You talk about it, you highlight it, and hopefully these people in that building there will do something about it rather than just pretend we're all racist and far right.
They hide behind it, don't they? Just like they all hide the grooming gang scandal and all things
they
like
do.
That. They won't talk about it.
And what I find really depressing about this whole thing is they're doing it for votes.
Yeah, and that's it.
You know, what I found...
And the main concern should be the communities, women and the children.
Exactly.
And it don't matter what race or anything. You know what I mean? We should all be pulling together.
That's
for
exactly
the same
it.
thing.
And you go there, and the truth is, if you speak to most people here who are concerned about this stuff, you talk to most people in this country, nobody cares about right wing or left wing. They just want their kids to be safe. They want their schools to be good. They want to be able to get a doctor's appointment. There's nothing extreme here. But of course, when you're trying to peddle a narrative to just simply maintain power rather than serve all of the communities you're meant to serve, you've got to come up with this nonsense.
Thank you very much.
All good, man.
All the best, mate. Thank you.
Raising flags on lampposts to try and lump them in and to try and class them as being far right. I think it's a complete overreach, and I think it's nothing short of a political decision to try and silence any type of dissenting voices.
You know there's a counter-protest behind that. What are your thoughts on the counter-protest?
My thoughts on the counter-protest is it's been very, very aggressive, very, very violent. We've seen numerous acts of hostility, completely balaclavaed up, coming round, making their way out. They've got their own designated protest zone. They've got their own designated protest zone behind these lines. Why are they still coming out and walking all of that way over to where women are, to where elderly women are, to where young women are as well? Why are they coming all of that way? It's nothing short of hostility and aggression. Any more?
Yes. So, in recent years, do you think the safety of women and girls has become increasingly an issue, especially on the streets in the UK?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome.
Is take it back to the turn of the millennium. Okay, so let's take it back to the year 2000. Our SA offences was
check
in the thousands. Okay. Let's border it with.
Hi Tam, just seen you. Sorry.
If we take it over the past 24 years, ours has gone up by over an 87% increase. What else have we had in that time?
Everyone.
We've had 1 million
Just to let whoever want to know, my mic is working, but it's on my DJI camera. It's not connected to YouTube or TikTok.
Our SA offences have skyrocketed over 87%. We've seen industrial rapes in towns like Rotherham and Rochdale and Manchester and Birmingham and Leicester and all of these other places. Poland's statistics has actually dropped, whereas ours over the last 24 years has gone up over an 87% increase. I find that to be atrocious.
Thank you.
That's why we're here today. The statistics speak for themselves. Small-bone migrants are 4 times more likely to get committed for an SA offence than the British person. And it's not just an unfairness issue. £8 million a day, £54,000 per year per migrant. It's not just the unfairness of it. Whilst we're in the capital city, which has 250,000 people, over 100,000 children living below the poverty line, it's not just an unfairness issue that these people are being put up into accommodation.
There's a vote going on in the Tower Hamlets. They're trying to say basically the pink ladies are right-wing racists, and they're also trying to say that the raising of the flags is racist, right-wing too.
An unthinkable and sea level of spontaneous violence, senseless and merciless brutality in an instant. It would be stupendously irresponsible of me to take that decision knowing the statistics that we know now and that are widely available as well.
Thank you very much.
Who's RJ?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock normally. So what will happen is that.
No, just.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I just want to face it this way, won't it?
Yeah. So 8 o'clock normally, what happens is they'll do the so they do all the normal meeting, then they'll do the motions at the end, and then they'll vote.
Yeah. And do we know what? Is there like different ethnicities in there, or is it all? So it's all just like.
Well, out of 40-something councillors, don't quote me.
Yeah.
But there's only 1 or 2 that are.
I've seen one lady.
They're green.
Yeah, I've seen.
Green Party.
First reading or not? Is it the first process? Is it going to be challenged further on, or is it just the definitive they're going to say?
Yeah, well, the Tower Hamlets will say they'll prescribe us as far right extremists.
Well, it won't be taken any further up the legal process than that. They can make that.
In this council, so flying the flag and pink ladies, if they put a motion against us, we will be barred.
From where?
Tower Hamlets.
Just Tower Hamlets.
But hold on, wouldn't I say that something can be spawned out of this, like further events, getting back to the old street party ways?
What will happen is that they will, if they do it here, and I mean this is factual. This is not me being racist or being anything else. Factual that 95% of the council are Muslim Bangladeshi men, right? So we are scum of the earth to them.
Well, you're not even representing it.
Exactly, correct. So they have got no interest in listening to what we have to say, or no interest. Now, but the problem is they want to silence us, because if we start asking questions, then you start asking more questions about rape gang scandals, and who's in charge of all of this? Mr. Khan. They don't want any of this coming out, so they want to get rid of us annoying women, busybodies, and that's what this is all about. This lot are too fucking stupid to see it, excuse my language, too stupid to see it.
Swear as much as you like.
Saying hi to Orla. Hello.
It's not me getting what called the troublemaker tonight.
That's Bill Martin. That's
No, this is the amazing Orla.
That's a cop.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah.